Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome back to the Form 2 final examination of Maths. This is your part 4 most probably. So previously we did inequalities, we did square roots, we did radiuses with circumference given. We also found some error and estimation topic, and then we also identified what's identity, and we figured out the polygons, and we again compared the inequalities with square roots given and so on. We did straight lines to see which point satisfied the straight line equation, of course, and then we found circumference, we found arc length, we solved the inequalities. We also did another solution that will fit the equation, and then we did few more of those because that is a very big topic, remember, simultaneous equation, so it was important. And then you also need to know how to draw, actually, even if I did not make you draw here. And then now here we are gonna start with the 3D shape. We will have to start with something called cylinder, and after that we need to find the cylinder's curved surface area and also the total surface area. Surface means something that can be seen from outer side. As for cylinder, it's usually like a can, like Coca-Cola can, that is a shape of a cylinder. So those kinds of shape. Now how do we draw then? So drawing is not hard because you have to draw a circle on top and then two straight lines on the sides and then another circle on the bottom, and that's how our cylinder is made. Now I know my drawing is a little very bad actually but it's okay as long as you understand what I'm saying, right? So this is called a cylinder. Now if you see the can, Coca-Cola can, you will see that on top it is a circle, right? Circle. So what's so special about circle? Yes, it is a round shape. Yes, and what else do we have in a circle? We have this line called from center to the outer line is called radius, if you still remember. So same goes for this cylinder. There is a circle on top, so there will be a line from the center to the outer line called radius. If there's radius on top, of course there's radius at the bottom as well. And how about at the side? What's so special there? There it's also curved. It's a straight line here now, but then originally how did we make this one? Do you have any idea actually? So no idea, right? Now I don't have many things with me at the moment because of the place that I am at the moment, but still I will try to use something. So I'll start with the camera. So because I'm used to school. So this is an rectangular paper, right? What happens with this is now if I make this as rolling, what shape does it become now? Here. What does it become now? This is what we call cylinder. And then to find the curved side, this one, it's curved everywhere, right? This curved side area, how will we find? That came from the rectangular shape, right? So do you know how to find the rectangular area of rectangle? Yes, you still remember, right? If this is 8, this is 6, then your area is 8 times 6. So that means the length times the width. Same goes here. So after rolling, this upside is this upside here. And then this W, the width, is this height here. So in 3D shape, we don't call it width. Instead, we call that whole thing as height. So we have our radius, we have our height. Now, can I find this curved surface area? How do I find that? That will be length times width, right? And that length is now made into a circle outer line. So how do we find this outer line? Do you still remember? To find this circumference, we use the formula called 2 pi r. We did it in the previous worksheets. So 2 pi r is this outer line outside. That means the L here. And then to find the area, we do L times W, and W is the height here. So that's why if you want to find this curved area, it will be that length, that outer line, times the width, that height. So your curved surface area will be 2 pi r, the outer line, times the height. So 2 pi r h. 2 pi r h is the curved surface area of a cylinder. Cylinder CSA, curved surface area is 2 pi r h. 2 pi r h. 2 pi r h. 2 pi r h. Okay, cool. So usually in the question itself, they will be giving you the radius, the height, and everything. Even if they don't, they will draw on the figure itself. So maybe my height, even if I use the radius on top or down, it's still the radius, right? So radius is 8, height is 6. So you write that. And then to find the curved surface area, it will be 2 pi r h. 2 pi r h. 2 pi r h. So let's fill up the information. 2 pi r is 8, h is 6. Now can I click everything now? Be careful what the question need. The question says leave the answer in terms of pi. So that means you need the answer to have the pi. So do you click the calculator for pi? Nope. So just do 2 times 8, 2 times 8 times 6. You can get your answer as 96 pi. And don't forget the units. So because it's a 2D, because we're just finding the area, so you just need a square on top. Easy. Surface area, curved surface area, curved surface area. This is the first thing that you will be asked. It should be 4 marks mostly. It could be because you need to draw 2, or if the drawing is given, then you need to find everything on your own. Maybe there's nothing like this written in your exams. I have no idea, right? Every school is different. And then next, total surface area. How do I find that, and what is that? Curved surface means the curved side. I found the area for that. Now the total means whatever shape you see outside of this can. So you have a circle on top, circle at the bottom, and then this curved area, right? So you need to find the total surface area now. So add up everything that you can see from the graph. So you have circle on top, circle at the bottom, and then the curved surface area. Curved surface area, we already know it. How about the circle? How do I find the area of a circle? So the circle area will be pi r square. Pi r square, square, because it's the area. Even the units, we use the square. Okay? Pi r square is the area of the circle. Pi r square. Cool? Okay, so we know one of the circle is pi r square. The other circle is also pi r square. And then we also know this middle part curved surface area. So can we find the total surface area now? Yes, of course. So that total surface area will be the curved surface area plus 2 of the circles. Okay, so each circle is pi r square, and then now we have 2 of them, so 2 pi r square. And then let's input all the information again. Now for curved surface area, you already found it in part A, so you can directly write that, 96 pi. And then here, what is our radius again? Radius is 8, and then square it. So you have 96 pi here plus 2 pi and then 64. 2 times 64 is, if you have played that game, where 1, 2 goes to 2 and everything, and then these two add up, you can get your answer as 224 pi cm square. Remember the unit. Okay, remember to show every single step. It's easier for your own checking after doing the whole paper. And if you want to do it quicker, show all the steps so that you don't get confused. Easy. So what we do, draw the cylinder first. If you have the radius, if you have the height, label them as well. No need to say R and H. Instead, directly write the numbers. These things are extra. You don't have to do it. But it's better if you know what's the area of the circle, which is pi r square. Okay, and then to find the curved surface area, the formula will be 2 pi r h, 2 pi r h, 2 pi r h. And then the total surface area means not just the curved surface area now. Include the circles on top and the bottom. And then the circle area is pi r square. Now this might get you confused, so that's why remember to do each question few times so that you're 100% familiar with it. So now next question is obviously the same, it's just numbers different. So you draw a cylinder. Now my drawing won't be so pretty, of course. So radius is 18, height is 20. So what will be my CSA? Don't write CSA in exam. Write the whole thing. Curved surface area will be, if you still remember, 2 pi r h. So what's our radius? What is our everything? So 2 pi, radius is 18, height is 20. So you find your answer, 2 times 18 times 20. You can get that as 720 pi cm square. Cm square. If the question gives you meter like m, then you write m square. But now they give you cm, so you write cm square. That's your curved surface area. And then how about the total surface area? TSA. You can write TSA actually. But the CSA, up to you actually. But then in exam, I will prefer you writing the whole thing. It's easier for your own understanding and also the marker's understanding. So total surface area means including the curved, also the two, one up, one down circle. So add up every shape that you can see. So the curved one was 2 pi r h. And how many, each circle is pi r square. And then we have two of them, so 2 pi r square. So write down everything. We already found the curved surface area from part A. So we write that 720 pi. And then this one, radius is 18, so square it. So 720 pi, 2 pi, and then 324 there. And then 324 times 2, what do you get? 324 times 2, you can get that as 648 pi. Don't forget the pi's because it's very common. Some students forget to write the pi. 1368 pi cm square. Units is also very important. You will lose a mark if you don't write units. And show the steps. Easy? So let's continue then. So again, draw the cylinder first. Label your radius, which is 14. Oops, I forgot the bottom circle, and then the height 21. So our CSA first, curved surface area means 2 pi r h. So what's our pi? Well, of course, what is our radius? What's our height? And then you click them. 2 times 14 times 21, you can get that as 588 pi cm square. How about TSA? TSA means include everything. So not just the curved. Curved is 2 pi r h. And then we also have two of the circles. Circle is pi r square. So we already know the CSA, which is 588 pi. How about the back? Do we know the radius? Yes, we do. And then just click 588 pi plus 2 pi 196. And then 196 times 2, you can get that as, remember to click calculator, of course, 392, and then plus the 588, you will have 980 pi cm square. Don't forget that unit, cm square. Easy? So one more practice for this one, and then we move on to next. Here again, you draw a cylinder first. Very ugly cylinder. Radius 28, height is 35. CSA first, CSA is 2 pi r h. So do we know our radius and height? Yeah, it's given. And then, so just click it. 2 times 28 times 35, you can get that as 1960 pi cm square. And then next TSA means include the curved and the top two circles, top and the bottom circle. So 2 pi r h is the curved, and the two of the circles, pi r square is each circle. And then we already have the curved, So just do that, and then radius is 28, and 28 square is 784. Should be. You can click calculator even if I'm not. And then times 2 that. So 1960 pi plus 1568 pi, and then plus the 1960, you can get that as 3528 pi, and it's the m square. 3528 pi. Easy? Good? So basically, draw the cylinder, label the radius, label the height, and then find the CSA by 2 pi RH, 2 pi RH, and then click, input everything. R was 28, so you replace that. H is 35, so you replace that. And then calculate it. No need to click pi in calculator because the question needs to have the pi. And the TSA will be 2 pi RH, the curved, plus the 2 circles, one top, one bottom. So 2 circles, each circle is pi r square. Then input all the information in the calculator. Okay, next topic is the frequency table. This one I'll be doing super quick. So you are given a lot of frequency from here to here, the frequency is this, from here to here, the frequency is this, blah, 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 blah. Can I know the class mark, class boundary actually? Sorry, class mark means the one in the middle, but class boundary. That means what's between these two numbers? These two numbers in the middle will be 90.5. How do I calculate that? 90 plus 91 divided by 2, I can have 90.5. How about between these two? I will have 105.5. Then between these two, 120.5, and then so on, 135.5 and 150.5. Now what does this mean? So this means for this set, the upper limit, the upper boundary is 90.5. But for this side, this will be the lower boundary. So the lower boundary, lower limit will be 90.5. This might be asked in exam, like what's the boundaries, what's the limits, like that. So if you want to find that, see what it's corrected to. If it's corrected to just 1 second, then you 1 divided by 2, which is 0.5, and this plus 0.5 or this minus 0.5. Or sometimes you might even be given graphs and then to write down the frequency, there might be the class mark given. So for that group, how many people, for that group, how many people, like that. And then now what do I need? I need to find how many people took 120.5 or more seconds to finish the 800 meter run. So this is a graph for 800 meter run, okay. And then I need to see how many are more than 120.5. Oh, that's super quick because I am a very slow person. So 120.5 is here, right? And I need to be more than that. So that means these all are included. So how many are they if I need these all? How many people are there? So 7, 8, and 6. Remember to show the steps. So 7 plus 8 plus 6, you get that as 21, and then we write people. Easy. And then now next thing, those whose finish time is less than this can join the running team. So how many people can join the running team? I need to be less than this. So this is here. How many people less than this? So this side. So I will have 3 plus 4, which is 7 people. Easy. So let's continue. Same for this one. How many people took 130.5 or more seconds? So which is at the, remember to write class boundary on your own. So these ones, right? So you just write the frequencies. 17 plus 18 plus 6. And I will really suggest you to use calculator in exam because, you know, even for 1 plus 1, you might forget that exam. Next, less than 115.5. Which one are these? So these. So it will be 3 plus 14, which is 17 people. Very easy, right? And then next we have is again how many people took 140.5 seconds or more. So these. So we have 7 plus 18 plus 6. 7 plus 18 plus 6, you can get your answer as 31 people. And then next question is again the same thing, less than this. We have these two. So 13 plus 4 equals to 17 people. Remember to write the people. Okay, so for this video I'm ending here because of some issues. So in this video we just have practice 14 and 15. Now next we will have more. Again, we have to find the area, not circle this time, but part of the circle, so which means the sector. All right, we will do that. And also yeah, we will do those two, area of sector. And if we have time, maybe we will also find the volume of the cylinder. So cylinder is very important. Oh, this was the cylinder, the beautiful drawing here, radius and then the height. Earlier we just found the surface areas, the everything surface areas, but now we will also find the volume of it. Volume is how many things can fill up in that whole container. Okay, we will do a lot of practices so that you make sure you know how to do it. And then this one, square roots, please do it on your own. This should not be too hard. And then trigo, we will do it together, the first few questions. Each page I will do one with you, and then you pause the video and do the others. And then in the end, the very last practice might be last, maybe I will add more in the future. So you will do the indices. I know we haven't practiced this for a long time already, but then it might come in exam too. Like, it is important for senior forms as well. So let's get practice in advance. Cool. So you also do this one. And then at last I will also explain what is factorization and what is expansion. You also need to know the differences between them. So after indices simplification, we will also revise a little bit about factorization and expansion. So that's it for this video. Hope you like it. And this was your part. So it's all up because we have around 27 or 8 pages. That's fine. So this was part 4 of your Form 2 final examination revision. If you have any question, feel free to ask in the comment section below or on WhatsApp. So see you. Allah Hafiz.